And finally, the LA Chargers trade up from 37, get to 34, the second pick of the second round with the Patriots. A lot of people were, a little bit upset they didn't take a wide receiver in the first round with the Malik Neighbors or someone like that, but they do come back here in the second round and finally add a weapon for Justin Herbert and this offense. According to Jordan Schultz, the Chargers are drafting Georgia wide receiver Ladd McConkey with the 33rd pick overall and finally get a new weapon here for this offense. I think Jim Harbaugh is doing a phenomenal job so far in the draft. Not only do you add a premier tackle in this year's draft, but now you add a wide receiver as well. The offense is slowly starting to look how it should look under this new regime and head coach here in Jim Harbaugh. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Ladd McConkey, what he brings to the team, why he's a good fit, and who he is as a player. Before we jump into the video though, do me a big favor, hit that like button just so we can get this video to more Chargers fans, but also subscribe if you're new, join the family. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And without any further ado, comment down below a draft grade for this pickup and the other one as well. But let's jump right into Ladd McConkey. Now, overall, he was an athletic freak at Georgia. Obviously, in the combine, scored 90 in the athleticism score test, 5th overall among all wide receivers. A guy who, if you give him the football, the man will make big-time plays and is a threat to make a big-time play every single time he touches the football. 6 foot, 186 pounds, has got good size, speed, quickness to be really good at the NFL level. Now, you go back and look at, some of his stats from last season, right? He was a finalist for the William V. Campbell Trophy, aka the academic Heisman. Very smart, high IQ player, always is diving into film, but also is really good at the game of football as well. Played 9 games, 1 start, 30 catches, 478 yards, 15.9 yards per reception, also 2 receiving touchdowns as well, but is also a threat on the ground at times as well. Could be a kick returner, could be a punt returner. He did miss part of the season with a back injury and an ankle injury late in the year, but this is a guy who you just want to give the football to. He's a slot receiver, again, can make big time plays when he's healthy. One of the best in the SEC last year. 58 catches, 762 yards in 2022. Had a couple of touchdowns as well. Now, when you look at his strengths, it's difficult to keep him from uncovering due to route running ability. A crisp route runner will do everything route when it comes to getting open, and that's what you want here in LA. Not only are you going to protect your quarterback, but you're going to make sure that your guy Justin Herbert is able to get the football out early and often to a guy like Ladd McConkey, who is going to just absolutely torch defenses with his route running ability, right? Rhythmic route runner who keeps his feet under his pads for crisp cuts. Beautiful, love to see it. Kind of like a Keenan Allen type, right? Maybe not as tall as lengthy, but man, this dude's a beast. Consistently manipulates corners into relinquishing their leverage. Has enough vertical speed to cover, keep coverage honest. I think that's beautiful. Natural hands catcher who typically plucks it away from his body. That is huge as well. Never want to see a receiver, hitting his chest pad with the ball. Never want to see that. He's typically a guy who you never see that from, and he's also a really good return man as well, with vision of being a running back as well. So I think Ladd McConkey is a really, really good pickup here, especially in the division with Chris Jones, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins. McConkey has great route running ability. He will not force, Justin Herbert to have to spend too much time in the pocket, right? Now, you look at the Chargers team right now. They traded away Mike Williams. You get rid of Keenan Allen to the Bears. They needed to bring in some sort of wide receiver. Now you pair him up with a guy like Quentin Johnston. Now you have Ladd McConkey and Joshua Palmer. They'd like Darius Davis. I think this team is definitely heading in the right direction. A lot of work still to do, right? Obviously, maybe got to get a tight end. I do like Hayden Hurst, can be a big-time run blocker as well as Will Dissly, right? They're looking up to, they want to run this football. At Michigan, they ran it a ton under Jim Harbaugh. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards have ran it a ton over there in Baltimore. I expect it to be very similar in that aspect. Last season, the Chargers were pretty much nothing, right? 27 in yards per rush. This is going to change big time. 21 in rushing touchdowns per game. That will change as well. I am so excited to see what Ladd McConkey and this offense does. I think it's going to open up the running game with Joe Walt, but also allow Justin Herbert to stay comfortable in the pocket, get the ball out early, and keep the offense moving, man. I love this pickup. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.